Hi friends! Subscribe, hit the like button, and write your predictions for today's duels in the comments below. And while you're typing, we proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Raheem Sterling missed England's last 16 win over Senegal because he flew to London, where armed burglars broke into his home. England have not received any cards in 4 matches of the 2022 World Cup. Watford will sign the 20-year-old Canada midfielder Ismail Koné. He will sign a long-term contract in the coming days. A medical checkup has already been completed. France did not celebrate Olivier Giroud's achievement of first in the list of team's top scorers, as he has been randomly selected for anti-doping tests. Physically, I'm not scared of 2026 World Cup. There are many things that can influence a decision like that, Robert Lewandowski stated. During the duel against Poland, Koundé played 40 minutes while wearing a chain around his neck. At the end of the first half, the referee ordered Jules to remove the knuckle for safety reasons, as the rules prohibit wearing any jewelry during football games. Wolverhampton Wanderers and Atletico Madrid are in talks regarding the transfer of Felipe, not just Matheus Cunha. Harry Kane has become England's all-time top scorer at World Cup and Euro competitions. He has now netted 11 goals. We lost to the reigning world champions and contenders for this year's title. We feel we could have played longer in the tournament if we'd scored first. This is how Poland boss Czesław Michniewicz commented on suffering a defeat to France. England and France will face each other for the first time in the knockout phase of major tournaments. 2 of Jordan Henderson's 3 goals for England were slotted at major tournaments knockout rounds. Kane scored his 52nd goal for England, moving within 1 goal of winner in his record. There wasn't enough skill and time to win something more, Robert Lewandowski thinks. Kylian Mbappe is the second player in history to score or assist in 5 consecutive World Cup appearances for France. Earlier on, only Antoine Griezmann managed to do so in 2018. It was not easy because this Polish team was well organized to upset us and leave, Didier Deschamps noted. French President Emmanuel Macron has accurately predicted the score of Les Bleus' match against Poland at the 2022 World Cup. I think we will win 3-1. Lewandowski will score 1, just like Mbappe or maybe Giroud, who wants to make history. It's a joker for the French team's 3rd goal, Macron suggested in an interview with Le Parisien before the match. Olivier Giroud is the first AC Milan representative to score in the World Cup knockouts since 2002. Messi is taking over Argentina like Maradona, Javier Pastore believes. Lewandowski has entered the list of all-time top scorers for national teams. He has already netted 78 goals. France's team will play in the quarter-finals of 3 consecutive World Cups for the first time in its history. Each England player will receive £400,000 to £450,000 if they win the 2022 World Cup. Honestly, I have played more than I expected to play at this World Cup. I expected to play nothing, Matthijs de Ligt is quoted as saying by The Athletic. Adriano had split with his wife after only 24 days of marriage because he had gone to Vila Cruzeiro with some friends to watch Brazil's World Cup game. I received too many messages. We will find out Henry's reaction in the near future, Olivier Giroud said. Verona has chosen Marco Zaffaroni as manager to work alongside Salvatore Bacchetti, who does not yet have the license to coach in Serie A. Antoine Griezmann has played his 71st football match for France, setting an absolute record. Gakpo is good enough for the top club, there is no doubt, Tyrell Malacia claimed. Hugo Lloris equaled Lilian Thuram's record of being the most capped player for France. The clash against Senegal was his 142nd appearance. Former Juventus director Federico Cherubini believed that the White and Blacks overpaid for Kulusevski and Chiesa, with €44 million given for Dion and €42.5 million for Federico. Nottingham Forest have announced the signing of attacking midfielder Gustavo Scarpa from Palmeiras. He will join the Foresters on a free transfer on January 1st, 2023. The deal is valid until 2026. I'm sure these won't be Modric's last tournament for Croatia, Zlatko Dalic told. Jadon Sancho will undergo an individual training regime apart from Manchester United squad to get back to his best shape. It was sad, the way Uruguay left out. Everything that happens to him, both good and bad, I'm always there your side, Lionel Messi assured. Portugal is not only Ronaldo. If everyone goes to their highest level of performance, I'm sure we have a chance to go through, Xherdan Shaqiri said. I had no idea that I could become a world-class streamer. The connection has been an impressive surprise, Luis Enrique shared. Yesterday we had 2 more World Cup round of 16 games to watch. The results are in front of you. Moving on to the main news of the release. Let's have a brief rewind of yesterday's matches. In the first clash, France beat Poland in a quite confident manner, 3-1. Giroud and Mbappe struck twice for the reigning world champions, while Lewandowski got one back for the Eagles. An exchange between Mbappe and Lewandowski after the match was nice. Class recognizes class, Goal publisher wrote under the photo. As for the second tie of the day, England thrashed Senegal thanks to goals from Henderson, Kane and Saka. Bellingham and Foden were the ones to deliver assists on time, and Phil even went for 2. Subsequently, you have all eyes set for the quarter-final super blockbuster of a game, France vs England. Juventus general manager Maurizio Arrivabene stated that the club doesn't owe Ronaldo anything. To the best of my knowledge, we have no debts with Ronaldo, Arrivabene told. Juventus CEO was also asked to comment on an intercepted phone call in the summer of 2021, during which Arrivabene said the club had debts to the Portuguese during the pandemic. These were probably the salaries stopped in COVID and then paid in the restart. The official added, Cristiano Ronaldo is unhappy with the decision of head coach Fernando Santos to replace him early during the match against South Korea, reports CMTV. CR7 got substituted in all 3 World Cup appearances, against Ghana in the 88th minute, against Uruguay in the 82nd minute, against South Korea in the 65th minute. Santos has always protected the interests of Ronaldo in all cases. The Portuguese Football Federation notes that the most important thing now is to focus on the 3 pre-final games and not to inflate the controversy. At a press conference, Brazil head coach Tite confirmed that the team's winger Neymar will be able to take part in the 2022 World Cup round of 16 tie versus South Korea. The 30-year-old player was previously reported to no longer having problems with his knee ligament, though he still feels pain from swelling when pressure is placed on one leg. The head of FIFA's development department, Arsène Wenger, had a say upon the organization's plans for the 2026 World Cup. According to the official, the final tournament format will be determined next year. 3 variants of schemes will be considered at the upcoming meetings: 12 groups of 4 teams, 16 groups of 3 teams, or 2 groups of 24 teams. The list doesn't include standard 8-quartet structure, as the 2026 World Cup will definitely have 48 national teams, not 32. At the moment, it's not known for sure how the knockouts will be held after group stage changes. In case of signing a contract with Al Nassr, striker Cristiano Ronaldo could become an ambassador to support Saudi Arabia in its bid to host the 2030 World Cup, journalist Nicolo Schira reports. The Knights of Najd are offering the 37-year-old Portuguese a deal valid until 2025, with a salary of 200 million euros per season. The footballer himself still doubts whether to join them because he wants to pursue his career in the team from the Champions League. Thus, Ron's potential move to Chelsea is not excluded. Earlier on, it became known that this is the initiative of the pensioner's new owner Todd Boehly. The details of the potential transfer of Benfica and Argentina international Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid have become leaked to the public. As journalist Tamar Gonzalez informs, the 21-year-old player remains only a plan B in case of a failed negotiations with Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham. Los Blancos are willing to pay 125 million for Jude's services, taking into account all bonuses, and Madrid are not gonna exceed this limit. As for Enzo, the Merengues management considers the maximum price to be 80 million euros. These Spaniards don't mind paying the mentioned amount. Real Madrid are eyeing AC Milan winger and Serie A 2021-22 Player of the Year Rafael Leao. As reported by us, due to his physical data, speed and vision of the pitch, Blanca's boss, Carlo Ancelotti, admires the talent very much, making him one of the possible options for Madrid to boost the attacking line. However, Chelsea came closest to the Portuguese's transfer. Rafael, who is also a Sporting CP graduate, dreams of following in the footsteps of Cristiano Ronaldo. Kylian Mbappe scored a brace during the 2022 World Cup round of 16 battle against Poland. This is his 9th goal in the tournament. He is the first footballer who scored so many accurate shots in the World Cup while being under 24. Moreover, Mbappe has become the youngest player, 23 years and 349 days, to score 8 goals there. He surpassed the record of Eusebio, who reached the figure at the age of 24 years and 182 days in 1966. Besides that, Mbappe surpassed PELE in terms of World Cup goals scored by a player of men's team under the age of 24. Folks, check out videos from our other projects. We never stop releasing top content there too. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.